So at this point, we're going to move on to the first matchup of the quarterfinals, which has our #1 seed, Mark Selke from Indiana, against the #8 seed, Edward Park from Georgia. So Mark and Edward, if you could head on down. All right, Mark, if you could please introduce yourself to the group, tell them where you go to school and what grade you're in.
I'm an 8th grader at Klondike Middle School.
Fantastic. Now, Mark, it says here that you, when you were 3, you had a pretty interesting career aspiration here. Do you want to tell the group what it was?
I wanted to be a garbage truck driver.
Okay. Any reason why?
Well, I saw the guys driving the truck down the street, and I thought, that looks fun.
Hey, you know, I give you credit. You actually picked a job when you were 3. When I was 3, I actually told my mom I wanted to be a lollipop. So I commend you for actually picking a job. That's good. You're ahead of the game. So, Mark, if I could have you test your buzzer, please. Good to see you back. All right, and Edward, if you could also please test your buzzer to make sure it still works. Fantastic. All right, then we will move on to the first question of our quarterfinals. And the first question is, if you can trade 3 apples for 2 oranges, and you can trade 3 oranges... Mark.
90.
90 is the correct answer. So Mark now has a 1-0 lead over Edward, heading into question number 2 of the matchup. And our next question is, 2 liters of a 30% acid solution are mixed with 3 liters... Mark.
24.
24 is the correct answer. Mark now has a 2-0 lead over Edward, heading into question number 3 of the matchup. And our next question is, 85 more than the square of a number is the same as the square of the quantity that is 17 less than the number. What is the number? Edward.
6.
6 is the correct answer. Edward gets on the board, earning a point. We now have a score of 2-1, heading into the 4th question of our matchup. And the question is, a right cylindrical tank with circular bases is being filled with water at a rate of 20 pi cubic meters per hour. As the Edward.
Square root of 5.
Square root of 5 is the correct answer. We now have a tie ball game, 2-2. Edward and Mark all tied up, heading into the 5th question of our matchup. And our next question is, what is the 10th term in the geometric sequence 9, 3, 1, 1/3, and so on? Express your answer as a common fraction. Mark.
1 over 2,187.
That is the correct answer. Which means that Mark advances out of this matchup. Congratulations.